We've been doing this now since the 30s. We're a lot better than we were. I want to point that out. But driving up here, I could have took several more shots of similar things, maybe not quite as dramatic as this, but we have to change that. So this is the way it used to look at Emmons Farms. We were very clean, and I jokingly said this, but I should have said this when I come out. My name's Jimmy Emmons. I'm a recovering tillage addict. So I want you to know, whatever I share today, that I am a recovering tillage addict. I grew up on that. And that's part of the message today. This was actually my picture that I took of a neighbor. We're planting wheat for this gentleman in a custom situation. This is not what I like to do, and I'd like to convert him, but I have not won that battle yet. But since them days, we have reduced our fuel costs by 2/3. I look back 7 years ago, and we're a little over $120,000 in fuel cost. This year, on the same amount of acres, we're at $15,000. As we look at ag today and we look at financial statements, and mine's not the greatest nowadays, just like you guys. I can't imagine having $100,000 more in debt just for fuel. How that's really helped us. But it's also not about just money. It's about lifestyle and how you live. My dad, in the 50s, they farmed 1,000 acres of land with 2A John Deeres. He told the story. They run 24/7. He had a brother then. He had a hired hand. His brother had a hired hand. They run 24/7 on 1,000 acres. And Dad always done the night shift because he could stay awake. And so what did we do? We just bought bigger tractors. I'll never forget, in 1965, I was just a young lad then. My dad bought a 30/20 diesel John Deere. Wow, what a power horse. I still have the A. That's what I cut my teeth on, planting my first wheat crop with it. We still use the 30/20 today, but it's a utility tractor instead of the plow horse. But when Ginger and I got married, we were farming enough with Dad and what we were doing that we were putting 1,000 hours apiece on 2 tractors. You figure that out at 10 hours a day, that's 100 days through the summer. I missed a lot of my son's activities in high school because we were farming, we were baling hay, we done custom operations, whatever it took to make it go. And remember what Alan said yesterday, we were focused up here on the dollars here, chasing them, trying to make it work, instead of looking at it in reverse. So that's how our life has changed. Now we spend a lot of time moving cattle around and different things, but we don't sit on a tractor for thousands and thousands of hours. You know, good people can make bad or harmful decisions if the systems within there are making those decisions are poorly designed. You can literally jump out of one fire into another if you don't really look at what's going on.